Hello my friends, today we got a big patch for ATLYSS. There are some nerfs and quality of life features. This comes so soon after the Thanksgiving update, and I'm impressed we are getting such fast improvements. It really shows that the dev is working his tail off for the game. I'm First Hour, the one and only time villain VTuber, and this is the ATLYSS version 1.5.5 alpha patch notes. Added visual and audio telegraph effects to some enemies, wisp, boars, and slimes. This is nice because sometimes you just can't see it. I thought the wisp windup was a little bit too unnoticeable because the windup is them actually doing nothing. Fixed weapon conditions not working anymore after re-equipping weapons or armor. Nice. Added sorting to item storage and added auto stacking for shift clicking items into storage. This is the best update of the patch, and this was very much needed. We already had item sorting for our inventories, and the stacks weren't working right in the storage, but now that this is all fixed, it will be way easier to stack things up, which is useful if you're stockpiling some items for gear quests, which can be useful to level up low levels faster. Vivian now has a face picture in the dialogue box. Score 1 for the best goth girl. Vivian is better than Angela, and I will die on that hill. Added a new level 3 chess piece that drops in the catacombs. I haven't gotten this yet, but a player has, and this is what it looks like. The Sanctum Catacombs portal no longer opens for players who do not have the quest Communing Catacombs. I guess this is to stop some glitch or skip that was happening, or players getting confused about what to do and then accidentally going into the dungeon. This makes a lot of sense. Added a tutorial trigger in the Outer Sanctum regarding auto picked up for holding the interact key. This is nice because a lot of people were just tapping it, and including myself, right? The way this patch note implies is that it was already there, but I don't think this was the case, so now we've got auto pickup, which is awesome. Just have to hold it down to pick up the things as you go near them. Added lobby search filters to the lobby list finder. This is great for people looking for PvP because most of the servers are PvE. Fixed skill point distribution being off for the connected clients, and fixed skills and skill points not being reset while obtaining a class as a client. Good skill bug fixes, this is good. Fixed Slime Diva's Spike AoE spell not functioning when the host is not on the same map. I think I might have seen this before, or maybe I was just stun locking her to death. She drops a cool cosmetic crown rarely, so there are people who fight her quite a lot, and this is probably how that bug was noticed. Reflect is reworked. It no longer reflects projectiles, but now deals a % damage return on parried enemies. This adds value to parry, and I think this is pretty great because it gives you more of a reason to parry rather than to just block, so it's adding in a little bit more skill expression here. Attempted to fix the evasion growth sticking issue for connected clients. More evasion % issues are being fixed, and I think last patch notes it also had another evasion issue fixed, so I wonder if this is giving some problems to the dev. Attempted to fix AI being locked, causing enemies to stop attacking indefinitely at random. I actually have a recording of this in one of my shorts. It looks like he was just spazzing out and going in a circle, and so when I noticed that, I was like, what in the world is happening? So I assume this patch note fixes that. Fix the potion rewards from the Enoch Grove kill quest. More potion glitch fixes, same as last patch notes. The Earthwoken Ring is now an Enoch quest reward for the Colossus quest instead of a chest drop. The Colossus is currently the in-game boss and is what people are repeatedly farming for the current best in-game gear. The ring is a free multi-class in-game item, and this is very welcome because not every run do you get a purple in-game item, let alone the one you're looking for, so you can end up doing lots of repeats and not getting anything, and this just kind of helps the gear treadmill a little bit, you know? Added a backup save profile system that creates a back file every time you save and quit, or when you first start a single player lobby session. If no backup is found, the corrupted save file will delete itself. Please make your own manual backups of your corrupted files if you have any just in case, and he gives a link to where that is. These are some new save game backup improvements that are really needed for a game like this. And trust me, data loss can happen to you. Please back up your data, just your computer data. You know, maybe you can't afford a hard drive, but if you can, spend $100, $200 and just have it there, and then go occasionally every month or so, just put all the data on your computer onto it. It is worth it, or hey, put it in the cloud. That's another great idea. It's pretty cheap these days. The Ghostly Tabard now has its own icon. Cool. Lengthen the attack rev up animation for wisps. The new tells are welcome. As we looked at earlier, the wind up time has also been increased. Monoliths should now be able to be parried when they do their Spire attack. That's good, and I assume that this spike up attack is what they're talking about that gets cast, and now you can actually parry them. You can now skill cancel while you're attacking, much like skill canceling when you're blocking. Oh, this adds a lot of options to skill canceling when you attack, as I'm doing right now on the screen. So just in case you don't want to cast something that has a long charge up, you can just immediately cancel it by attacking or blocking as you could before. Nerf the damage the Colossus Tone gives. Colossus Tone is the current in-game bell, and it took off 16 max damage. Bells are currently very strong in comparison to the other mystic weapon, the Scepter. The reason why is because the AoE damage that the bell gives, and it can also double or triple attack if it hits just in the right spot. And the only trade-off that you really get by using the bell versus the Scepter is that you're rooted while attacking, which makes the bell so much better for clears. This nerf has some complaints, and currently it's going strong in the forums, but I really think this is fine because it's not meant to be that strong. It's supposed to be sort of on Scepter's level, but clearly being rooted in place just doesn't really matter that much in this when you have other people who are getting a lot of the aggro and just being able to do clears really quickly. Chests and dungeons no longer have distance checking. All items dropped from chests will retain no matter where the player is located. Before, if you opened a chest while someone was outside the room, they would get nothing. Each chest gave their own loot to each player, but only if you were in the same room. Now every player gets their own chests. Adjusted the item inventory click hold system. Should be functional for double clicking faulty mice without locking you up. Should be fine for dragging and dropping and swapping items in inventory now. It also seems that other players are noticing there's more glitch fixes where you can't glitch a dungeon to get a clear. So that's an additional thing that I think he fixed up, but maybe he didn't include it in this patch notes for whatever reason. And that concludes the ATLYSS patch 1.5.5 alpha notes review. What did you think of the patch notes? I know there is a lot of heat being thrown about the bell nerf, but I do think it's needed. It really outclassed most of the other weapons. Please like and subscribe. I'll be making a lore video on ATLYSS, and if you want your character featured, then please drop me a comment or reach me out on Discord or Twitter. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.